year era ballot. I feel like Andrew Matthews, that's who I would have probably voted in, but what do I know? I'm 28 years old. There's so many folks who contribute to this sport of history who have deserved a permanent spot in the record books and the history books, and many of them I think will get there one day. It's just tough. It is tough. You want to pay respect, you want to honor as many as possible, but there's also along the way somewhat exclusive.
One bottom.
It's a delicate balance, I see. Let me know your reactions to the inductees.
One on the bottom.
Class of 2027. Your reaction down in the comment section below.
One on the bottom. One on the bottom. 4 wide. 1 high. Clear high. Clear bottom. 1 bottom.
Watch that.
Clear outside. One low.
If you want to spend a few more minutes on one other completely unrelated topic, it's time for our series Race Rewind segment presented by my friends at Tablet. Saturday night, I posted an instant reaction short episode talking mainly about 3 days, big win, talking a little bit about Friday night after Becker's truck series, crash out. I didn't spend much time on Raja. I mentioned him briefly, but I wanted to dive in a little bit because he made some comments after Saturday's race that I found very interesting. It was an interesting race for Raja. I felt like the first 100 laps or so, the first half of that race at Dover was some of the best racing I've seen from Raja in his stock car racing.
Inside door. Clear all clear. Clear bottom. Clear all around. Clear outside.
Battling with the all tires and Jesse Loves positions at the top 4 battling for the lead. It was the second half of the race when he got himself in some hot water, overdrove it underneath Jesse Loves and got into the 2. Jesse had gotten together a few times this year with many some words. It was after Martinsville and then Dover after the initial incident. Raja was kind of in a tough spot again, lost him in the air. So another incident there. The rough finish was otherwise again a very promising day for Raja. After the race, speaking to reporters on the road, Raja had this to say, quote, "I'm racing for my life out here. Nothing is guaranteed. I don't know what my future holds. I feel like I've got to make the most of the opportunities that I have. Crossed over and gotten too impressive a lot this year. I feel like I'm racing for my life right now, trying to make the most of it." I like Raja a ton. I have a ton of respect for his work ethic, his development, and I know his team. First active driver in the league, which is recently mobbed. He's Legends cars around this time. I met him back in 2019. So you see how much he's grown in a very short period of time. I'm a big Raja fan. Raja has both a tremendous opportunity this year and also, at the same time, is kind of in a difficult spot. Let me explain. Obviously, getting to drive that Dream Sports Academy and the cars on the field in the overhead system, big stretch back. That is a tremendous opportunity. That is a privilege. It's the best car in the garage for most things. That's a great opportunity. Raja. He's only racing that car part-time. He's splitting his time almost 50
Clear high. Clear.
And then Jordan Anderson 30.
One on the bottom.
That's like
clear low if you want it. Far outside. Clear high if you want it.
Consistency is difficult for any driver, especially a young driver who is a full-time rookie. Right? So it's a difficult transition. And the other reason I say it's difficult is you step into such a great car that won 11 times last year. Raja is being compared to some of the best drivers in the sport. I mean, not
far outside
this year, and to what Honda Zillage did in that car a year ago. Last year,
all clear.
Got behind the wheel of that car in Daytona and won. Good drivers win in that car. Raja
car outside.
First, data he starts in that car. So far, Raja has not won. That's going to create pressure. That's
clear low.
Build pressure
Inside
on any driver's shoulders, especially a young driver like a Raja. It says right there, he feels like he is racing for his life, racing for his future. Raja sounded a lot like a guy that is under tremendous pressure. I don't know his situation. I don't know how much funding he has. I don't know what kind of support he has behind the scenes. I'm talking financial is a sport. Combat's future. I don't know what Raj's future holds. Is he going to get another competitive seat in this JRM deal? Doesn't work out. I don't know. What I do know is that Raja is a talented kid with a tremendous work ethic who just needs to be more patient behind the wheel. That's the only time he seems to get into trouble. Again, first half of that race, he was racing in the top 5, top 3. He had that car exactly where we expected to be. He was doing a great job. He got himself into trouble when he got a little too amped up, tried to get a little too much back with Jesse Love on that restart. So, and I'm not going to say this, I'm not the most qualified person to offer this kind of advice, but I hope other racers in Raj's ear just reminding him, and especially when you're that the best cars in the sport, take what it gives you, be patient, don't try to do too much. The results come. I'm a big fan of Raja. I love his attitude. He's not the same kind of driver as Connor Zillage. Like Connor Zillage, I think he has a great work ethic. I think he studies his work, and he's also just got natural ability, natural talent, and ability to adapt to any vehicle, any situation that few other professional race car drivers have. He is a natural talent. Every day, Kyle Larson, raw natural talent. I think Roger Cruick has talent. I think Roger Cruick has gotten as far as he has because he puts his head down and puts the work in, studies, asks questions. Like I would take this out of context. I would put Roger Cruick more in the in the Denny category of driver as someone who has talent. Denny's got talent, but he'll tell you he's had to work. He's had to study, analyze the data, lean on his teammates. That's how Denny Hamlin has gotten where he is. He's
white flag right here.
Better year after year. He's going learning. He continues to aim nicely. He's always soaking up more information. I think Roger Cruick fits more into that category than the raw natural, just to get it, go fast category of some of these other young guys. So what Neil Connor did that 88 last year, unbelievable. Raja's not going to do that. He's just not. Raja, it's going to take time. It's more of a work in progress.
Clear inside.
He's still young. I think Raja has a bright future.
Wide.
More
clear inside.
More patient. You know, that's our O'Reilly Race Rewind, again presented by my friends at Tableau TV.
With one main financial, he was able to get literally that one. Such
Well, ain't this a beautiful world I'm in? Oh wait, there's stuff happening in the distance. Oh my god, why are there smoking cubes on the surface? Well, let me explain to you why I believe this update, or this snapshot itself, has been a prime example of what Boeing has been doing really well as of late. Also, I apologize for not streaming this week. I'll be back next week on Minecraft Live. Okay, so this entire world around you has been
scared 'cause you won't pick up the phone, and I'm terrified of what comes next, 'cause the beating feels so heavy in my chest. In my chest. And I'm waiting for you to come back.
Now, I personally think this is fantastic.
That way.
And this is no exception. However, we just take a
Green,
record
green,
stick all the way down
One
here
high.
and into the actual cave. All the things that exist, they just don't spawn up there on the surface. And so going to attack this one, in particular this spot,
One on the bottom.
very concerned.
Clear low if you want it.
What's interesting with that is you'll have to change how sort of things
Three wide.
currently use. Follow me. Welcome to this week's
One
snapshot date.
Clear bottom.
The exact
Clear
same
up top.
world. They're going
One
to
on the
assess
bottom.
what has changed on the surface of this cave. Why the heck was there a cave, boys? Take a look. Oh my god. What do you remember was there before? Just grass, nothing else, no features. They have decided to add every single sulfur cave feature to spawn on the surface of this cave. Is this not what we've been asking for them to do this entire time? Not only are we going to get pink sulfur blocks on the surface, we're getting sulfur sprigs,